Today's film has mother and daughter bonding, growing pains, the trials of making friends, and some downtime where mom and daughter make music together. No, you haven't accidentally clicked on M.L. Miller Lifetime. There's also some pretty gnarly witch action and horror to be had with Hellbender. Welcome back to M.L. Miller Frights. I'm M.L. Miller. Before we begin, please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. Hellbender is new, streaming on Shudder. It's directed and written by John Adams, Zelda Adams, and Toby Poser. Izzy, played by Zelda Adams, lives in a house in the middle of the woods with her protective mother, Toby Poser. She's homeschooled and forbidden to leave the wooded property, but passes the time drawing, hiking, and playing drums in a band with her mother that they have called Hellbender. When Izzy happens across a house on the edge of her property and meets another girl named Amber, played by Lulu Adams, she begins to question why her mother has kept her at home all of these years. A hunger is growing inside Izzy. It's a deep yearning for discovery of who and what she is. And even though her mother desperately tries to keep Izzy ignorant to the world around her and to her true origins, Izzy's hunger is too powerful to be contained. At its core, Hellbender is a story about a mother's fears of losing her daughter as she grows up. In this case, it's not boys or sex or drugs Izzy's mother is trying to protect her from. In this instance, Mother is trying to keep Izzy from becoming a cannibalistic witch. Still, the feelings of protection and the eventual uselessness of Mother feels as her daughter grows to womanhood applies. Hellbender appears to be a team effort from the Adams family, not the one you're used to hearing about, but John Adams, his wife Toby Poser, and their two daughters, Zelda and Lulu. The entire family wrote, directed, and starred in this film, which is why I think the emotional impact is so potent. While the story is filled with fantastical elements, the emotional core is strong and realistic as it gets. The relationship between Izzy and her mother is complex. It's not unlike the relationship between Sissy SpaceX Carrie and her mother in Carrie. Though more time is spent on Izzy and her mother having a wonderful time together, making music, and learning about their powers. Toby Poser is amazing as mother, who is cautious around her powerful daughter, but nurturing and loving the entire time. She fears what Izzy may become and seems to be desperately clinging to these few moments they share together before the eventuality of their situation comes to pass. Some of the best moments of Hellbender are the parts where Poser and Adams paint their faces and play music together. The music is awesome. I plan on seeking these tunes out to add to my playlist very soon. Other powerful moments occur when Mother starts teaching Izzy about her powers. There's a melancholy sweetness communicated by Poser, as she knows the more Izzy finds out about her powers, the more tempted she will be to leave. It's an intricate push and pull that goes on in most relationships between parents and their growing children. Hellbender is not all family drama and making sweet music, though. It's quite gnarly in terms of gore, scares, and shocks. There are some fantastic scenes of Izzy and her mom displaying their powers. Imaginative details like a locked room only opened by a key that pops out of a sigil in the wall. There's also an amazing kill sequence that has to be seen to be believed. It's the creative way magic is shown and described that makes Hellbender distinct from most witchy movies out there. As Mother explains her nature to Izzy, the viewer gets to learn the limitations and powers they are capable of. It's all extremely well thought out and crucial in the way Mother is so cautious and protective of Izzy, and how tempted Izzy is to give in to her primal urges to become something she has been held back from becoming for so long. Hellbender ends tragically and gruesomely. Through this wonderful fable comes a lesson of the horrors of the suppression of one's true nature. It's the horror of parenting at its most basic level. This movie made its mark on me. I wasn't expecting how much I was moved and shocked with Izzy's tragic story. I highly recommend Hellbender to anyone who loves metaphorical and so-called elevated horror depicting real emotion and horror that burrows deep into the heart, mind, and soul.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be. Stuck inside your